Hey, Mike Callahan with another pro tip video. We're going to go over custom fields today in Service Autopilot, how to get the most out of using custom fields. Custom fields are associated with each client or lead, and they can be used to drive calculations, automations, or products. And where you find those is you go into CRM settings, custom fields, and hit add custom fields. Now these things can be, like I said, based on a text, a list, a number, or date. You can be associated with a customer, vendor, or employee. And we'd have the name and description, and the ability to print on a work order. So if maybe we're saying X amount of yards of topsoil or different things like that, or X amount of rooms we're going to be cleaning, we can have that displayed on a work order. So basically, we're going to go in. There's a couple different ways of doing this to add a custom field, and then I'm going to go into actually how to pull them up and utilize them in a job costing report. So I'm going to go in here and pull up test client and show you how the workflow goes here. So first workflow would be is if you're measuring it on the Maps Pro feature, you'd go into property measurements. It pulls it up. You're going to hit satellite, and we're going to measure the property. So if we're just measuring this block of grass around here, including the actual building itself, just for the example, that area is 41,000 square feet. If we selected the custom field of turf square footage and go in and hit save, that custom field is now saved. Now when we go into an estimate, that custom field will be automatically populated into the job template, and we've been able to create calculations on it on the job rate matrix. So if we're in here and we've got turf square footage, we'll go down to the example and show you what it looks like when we calculate the turf square footage for fertilization and aeration example in packages. So let's scroll down here. So we've got traditional fertilization of $207.50 based on the 41,000 square feet. So it automatically populates anything that's based on a turf square footage custom field. So we have literally open up a job template, we build it out, and it automatically calculates the price for us. The other interesting place here is for a cheat sheet of all your custom fields. They are located in the bottom under details, so we can look all those up, and you can see the 41,000 square foot here. If we wanted to go in and see driveway square footage, number of size of small, medium, and large shrubs in the home cleaning industry. If you're basing your estimates on small, medium, and large, say master bedrooms or regular bedrooms, that information could be here. We've seen in the construction industry, we use custom fields to, for instance, like in a home painting industry, how many rolls of blue tape are needed or how many gallons of paint. And those things could be tied into an email or a work order for purchasing materials. So that's a quick overview of custom fields. The home icon to reports is one of the two job costing reports in the system. And when we hit job costing, I'm going to show a quick example, but all your custom fields can be actually merged into the job costing report, which will allow you, in the turf square footage example, to get an average production rate per square foot of the production rate. So in our company, we group all the, say, 0 to 10,000 square foot of turf, and by using some math, and when we export it to Excel, we can get an average production rate per crew or type of machine as well. Now that we've got this up, we've got a start and stop date here. I'm going to just go in and select sometime in August here and show you an example. So we'd hit load report after the range. And once we have that, I'm going to show you the example of columns. So it's pretty interesting to see how this comes up. This is going to load, and we're able to select all our custom fields once this loads up. It may take a minute because there's quite a bit of data here in this test account. Basically what we see here is we've got columns. We can click on that. This is all our custom fields. So we can literally select just turf square footage, and it's going to include that data in the job cost report, so we can get an average turf square footage production rate or number of hedgerows, small, medium, and large bushes, drive time, a cost effect, different things like that. So any of your custom fields in the job cost report under the home icon, you can actually go out and do some work on it and some averages and aggregates and things like that, and then export it. But this is where custom fields may come into play. So I recommend using the job costing report under the home icon. So once again, custom fields are particular to each client or lead, and they can be used to trigger calculations. They can be used to be imported in automations, and they can be used in your job costing report analysis as well. So if you have any questions or comments, drop below, but that's how to use a portion of custom fields in Service Autopilot.